Stop making these mistakes at your home show. Do what I'm going to share with you, and you'll get more leads from the next home show that you host. Sadly, a lot of roofing companies are making this mistake, and they'll leave a home show with like 3, 5, maybe 10, 15 leads, and that's it. Which, by the way, those cost per leads when you look at like 1 or 2 days of an event and the thousands of dollars for the home show is not a real success. But if you do what I'm going to share with you, you could have results like Mark, who's a member of RSRA, who posted one of his wins with 50 leads. Yes, 50 from a home show. We've had our members in RSRA. We have a private community app and discussion board. And by the way, the RSRA is the place where we share our winning secrets to help each other dominate in today's unpredictable and fast-changing times. We've had a lot of conversations about home shows and home show best practices. Our members are swapping secrets, but what I'm going to share with you is the advice I've given to those posts and helping people be successful. We'll leave the secrets inside because our members shared them. So what I'm hoping to do is, whether you've done home shows before or whether you're brand new at this, you leave this video with actionable insights to help you harvest more fruit, get more leads, and make more sales from the next home show that you host. My name's Adam Bensman. Welcome or welcome back, and let's rock and roll. Roofing sales is personal development in disguise, and the reward for growth is life-changing. I hope my content helps you create a richer life and bank account. All right, mistake number 1 that I see happen all the time at home shows is booth setup, and it has to do with that big old table that they set up. Generally, when you get a booth at a home show, they set you up with a card table. That card table, they by default set up between you and the event attendees. Now remember, these event attendees have typically spent money to buy a ticket to get into the home show. If they didn't, they're paying for that home show with their time, energy, and attention because they put it on their calendar. They drove there, they showed up, and they're spending a lot of time. They're generally motivated buyers who are shopping. So when you have a big old thing between you and them, this does not create a level of human connection. Get it out of the way. Just like when we go to our homeowners' houses, we sit next to them, not across from the table, okay? You don't want this booth to have a barrier. You want people to come in and be comfortable. So tip number 1, move the card table to invite people into your booth. Now, tip number 2, a lot of folks really screw up their banner. I've seen this happen. So imagine, let me use my TV in the background as an example. When I'm at a home show, you'll have all the booths, which are, let's say, chair height right about there, and you have people walking through the venue. Well, if your logo and company name is listed really low, which, by the way, I have seen this. I've seen people get their logos printed, and it's practically on the ground. Raise it up on your banner, put a QR code to your show offer. More on that in a little bit, but the QR code should be designed to entice them with a very instant gratification reward in exchange for their information to get an appointment set. All right? Now, let's move on to mistake number 2. Mistake number 2 is not working the audience. I can't even tell you how many times I've been at home shows and I see that person sitting at the booth with their head buried in their cell phone, which is sending all of the nonverbal cues of, I don't want to be here, don't bother me, I hate my job, I hate my life, and I want you to know about it. If there's no warmth or no engagement, you will not get leads. You cannot be a gatherer at a home show. You have to be a hunter. This isn't hard to do because the other people who are hosting these, they make it easy. They're sitting behind their booth doing nothing, hoping that someone comes up to them and asking really dumb questions like, how are you doing today? Right? Or they're sitting there trying to pitch their offer straight out of the gate. All you have to do is get out of your booth and approach people and start a conversation. Be human, have fun, use humor, use compliments. Think of the SLAP formula that I teach for canvassing at the door. The exact conversation starters work, and you ask an open-ended question to get them in conversation. When you do, you can walk them into your booth, invite them, talk side by side, and to have a place that's comfortable enough for them to hang out for a bit. All right, let's move on to mistake number 3. Not converting leads into actual appointments on the spot. Some people will use raffles and giveaways, which I'll talk about more next actually. But what they do is they say, hey, well, I just want to gather all these people information. And then they think, well, I'm just going to call them, or maybe because I gave out my swag or my can koozies or my chip clips or whatever, which by the way, can be cool swag, that magically the phone's going to start ringing. It doesn't. You need to convert those leads, those conversations, into actual appointments as if the potential shopper, the prospect, called your office. So you need a conversion strategy to take that conversation and set it into an appointment with a set date and a set time, imagining just like they called. So please, for the love of everything, make sure you have someone working the booth that knows roofing, is excited about engaging with people, will get out of their own comfort zone, start conversations, and set appointments. All right, this brings me to mistake number 4, and that is not having an incentive or a show offer. There are a lot of folks that you will talk to, mark my words, who are going to say, hey, you know what? Thank you. We'll call you in a few days if we're interested. We don't need it yet. We're going to wait till the spring. But those very seldom actually turn into something. So what you need is an incentive to create urgency for people to take action now by giving them something that only exists during the show. So this would be a home show bonus. There are a few different things you can do, or you can combine all of them. Let's run through them. Number 1 is a show discount. This would be something unique that you offer at the show. And it can be a combination of things, doesn't have to be one. I, in fact, like to do a lot because it's a value stack. It's like, I get all of this by getting my appointment set at the show. So that could be, for example, a certain dollar amount off, $250, $500, or $1,000 off. It could be upgrades, because sometimes upgrades have a high level of perceived value, like they really want it, and that's exciting, but it doesn't really cost the company a whole lot. This could be things like upgrades to synthetic underlayment, high profile ridge, extended warranties, etc. By the way, if you already offer those, that's okay. You can advertise it as part of your show bonus. Number 2, you can advertise, if they set an appointment, they get entered into your raffle or your giveaway. I had talked to one of our members who's literally giving away a Jeep Gladiator, like wild. By the way, that wasn't for a home show, that was for a whole year. But anyway, we gave away like free TVs and you could do anything you want. That's the fun part. Now, the other thing, and this is controversial to some, but it works, which is a $25 gift card at the appointment. Now, the reason we say at the appointment is it can happen. Sometimes $25 is really tempting to some, so they'll book the appointment and then cancel. But if you had people that booked appointments at home shows and you give them a $25 gift card for the opportunity to chat with them at the time of the appointment, whether they buy or not, what this does is it keeps people from canceling or having buyer's remorse, and your salespeople can bring that gift card out when they run the appointment. You can do these gift cards to some place local, a fun coffee place, a dessert place, anything like that. Something fun for the family goes a long way. All right. Now, this brings me to mistake number 5, and that is not advertising financing on your booth, especially in today's time. If there are 5 roofing companies and all are making all the mistakes, but you're not, and you're offering, imagine this, you're offering, book your appointment here at the show, get a free upgrade to synthetic underlayment, high profile ridge cap, and our extended warranty, a $1,000 value, totally free, plus $500 off, plus we'll bring a $25 gift card at the time of your estimate, okay? By the way, ask us about our affordable financing options. So imagine you see that roofing company versus all the others that are doing the same thing. Which one do you want to talk to? Even if the other ones are offering financing, even if the other ones are the same price, even if you're competing apples to apples, the homeowner will see you as more valuable because you communicated it. How are they going to know that you offer financing if you don't lead with your financing? So there you have it. Those are what I believe to be the 5 biggest mistakes that I see happening at home shows and how easy it is to fix it so you can capitalize on more leads at your home show. Let's summarize these so you have clear, actionable takeaways so you can put this to use and start making some more money. Number 1, booth setup. Make it inviting, no table in front of people, and make sure your backdrop has your logo up high and a QR code to your offer. Number 2, work the audience. Don't sit back passively. I think I just did these in a different order, but we're still going to get all 5. Work the audience. Don't have a passive gatherer mindset, have a hunter's mindset. Number 3, convert the convert the leads into appointments on the spot. Don't try to do it in the follow-up. Number 4, offer incentives or compelling reasons for them to book the appointment while you're there. This can be in the shape of upgrades, discounts, entering in a raffle, and even a $25 or so gift card at the time of their appointment. And then finally, number 5, make sure you are advertising financing so people know it, because affordability makes a big deal. Thank you for joining me in this video. If you want to stick with me, I have a very fun video for you to jump into next, which is another really clever way to get more leads similar to a home show, but on your own terms. Jump into that video right here, and I'll be seeing you on the next one.